So the problem which we will discuss is that we will log in into our Rediff mail account, and with the help of Selenium we'll open the first mail which is received from Facebook. Okay, you don't have to open the second mail, you have to open the first mail from Facebook, right? So obviously you'll have to first analyze this inbox with the help of Firebug. So if I move my mouse over this link, now these are the links for the mails, right? So if I look at the XPath of rediff.com out here, then this is the XPath. So we will find a pattern in XPaths out here, right? After that, I will see the XPath of money control mail. This is the XPath. Then the XPath for Rediff shopping. So I'm trying to find a pattern in XPaths. You see that when I'll just minimize, I'll just restore this page like this, right? Now the first XPath is of the first mail rediff.com, and we see that this TR number is increasing, but after rediff.com, when I move to money control, the TR number increases from 2 to 4. Because the row number 3, TR means the row number, TR. Okay, this is a web table. In coming lectures, I'll also tell you how to handle a web table, right? So the row number, it increases from 2, but the third row is blank, and the fourth row has got money control. Okay. Similarly, the fifth row is present. Then the sixth row will also be present. The monster.com row number, the monster.com XPath is this. It's 10, right? And the firstcry.com XPath is this. It's 12. So the 11th row is blank out here. So we have a pattern in XPath, but at random. Okay, we get a blank row. So we will have to make such a code that will accommodate the blank row as well. That will make sure that we don't fall into trouble with Webdriver when there's a blank row, because TR3 is not existing. So what I will do is, I will first take this part of XPath, only this part which belongs to the row number, okay, and I will find out whether that row number is existing or not. If it is existing, then I will extract the text of the link from that row number using the full XPath. Okay, so I'll make a new Java file for this called day 17. Sorry, I'll name it Rediff, right? And inside this, I'll navigate the normal way to rediff.com. First, I'll have to enter the username and password, right? I'll have to write a driver.find element. I'll have to write the XPath of the sign-in link dot click, right? So out here I will write by.xpath. So when you go to rediff.com, I'll just sign out from my account and I'll go to Rediff.com mail site. Right, I want to click on the sign in link. So you get the XPath of the sign in link. This is the XPath, and type over here by the XPath sign in dot click. Now once we click on it, a small window like this opens up. This is not a pop-up. Some people think that this is a pop-up. This is not a pop-up. Okay, you just have to enter your email ID here. This is the part of the same page. This is the XPath for username field. So I'll write driver dot find element by the XPath. This is the XPath dot send keys the username. Right. After that, I will have to write my password. So I will write my password in the password field, which has the XPath as this dot send keys my password road rash. Fine. Now after that, I have to click on the go button, but instead of the clicking on go button, what we just studied in 15 minutes back, we will simulate hitting the enter button of the keyboard using Selenium Webdriver, right? So we'll write the old code over here, which will simulate the hitting of the keyboard enter button, that is keys dot enter. So let's run this much and check whether this thing is working or not. Okay, so when I run this,
you're gonna have to change the URL of the website, Ashish.
Oh, sorry. Right. So we're going to rediff.com, clicking on the sign in link and entering username and password and the enter button. Okay, I made a mistake. This is the one, right? So just close all the browsers, fine, and run the code. So the website opens up. Fine, I'm able to log in. Right now, I'll have to well, I will not use synchronization over here. It's a bad practice to use thread.sleep, but I'm using it because I haven't taught you about implicit and explicit waits right now. Okay, so we'll just use thread.sleep here. We'll write thread.sleep for 5,000 seconds. When I'll talk about implicit and explicit waits, you'll actually get to know how to make the code wait for some time before the next page opens up. Right now, after the next page has opened, that is my inbox, I have to open up the latest mail by Facebook. Right, let me log in again. Right, from this inbox I will have to get the latest mail. The first thing I will check is, I'll start from the row number 2, right, and I will keep on checking if the next row exists or not. If it is existing, then I will get the text out of that next row and I will check whether it is equal to Facebook or not. Right, so I will write over here string row XPath start, and I will put this part in it, and I will write string row XPATHS end. It ends with a square bracket. Now I have eliminated the number and I have cut my XPath into two parts. Okay, the first part is this one, and the second part is after the number. That means only a square bracket. Okay, now I will take a variable called int row number equals to 2, right? And I will write for a while loop or whatever loop you want to write. Like I can write suppose the last mail is from Umesh and that's got the row number 21. Okay, so I will write over here for int I equals to 2, I less than, or int row number equals to 2, row number less than equal to 21, row number plus plus. That means there are total 21 rows going from 2 to 21 and some rows are blank, right? Okay, so I'll write over here system.out.println driver.find element by the XPath. Okay, XPath will be row XPath start plus the row number plus the row XPath end, right? You find this and get the text out of it. Just a minute. Get let's do it simply. I'll write over here string text is this driver.find element by the XPath. Okay, the bracket was missing. Dot get text from that particular row, right? Put that text into this text variable and print that text variable. Okay, now let's sample run this code and check whether it prints the text from each and every row or not, right? That is the link or the text from every row or not. So it logs you in. It's taking a little bit of time. That's the problem with thread.sleep. If you look at the code, then I think there will be an error here. Yeah, because it took a lot of time to open up. So I'll write 10 seconds over here. When I talk about implicit and explicit waits, you will actually get to know how to wait dynamically till the point that a web page has opened properly, right? Because when I click on the sign in button, it takes quite a while for the inbox to load. Fine, so let's sign in again and hope this time it loads faster. or else we'll have to increase the wait time. Okay, so I'll have to increase the wait time to 15 seconds, suppose, and run this again. Right, it has loaded now, and if you look at the code is still running. It actually loaded very fast this time. So now it will actually go to each and every row and extract the, it will try to extract the text from that row. Okay. So if you look at the code now, you see that this is the text from the row. If you look at the web page, then this text has come as a broken kind of stuff. 710A rediff.com, pamper yourself with these exciting offers, right? Then after that, 758p money control. You see this? The text is coming. Fine. Only thing is it is breaking it. Maybe there's a new line after that, hidden new line, so that's why it's coming in the new line. But this text is from the second row. Okay. Then the third row is rediff shopping. Right. Now I will find, okay, this was the link for that email. If that text is having the Facebook word in it, then I want to click on that email. Fine. So I will write over here, I'll use the string function. If text dot index of the word Facebook, capital F, right, index of Facebook is not equal to -1. That means if Facebook is present, I talked about index of function when I was talking in module 7. It returns the index of a particular element inside a string. If that element is not present, it returns -1. Okay, that means if Facebook is present, that means if the index is not equal to -1, that means the Facebook word is present, then driver.find element, the same row. Let's see if the clicking on row works or not. If it doesn't work, we'll have to click on the full link. Fine. Click on that particular row. That should open the mail from Facebook. Right? When you run this code now, let me close the other ones. And I will also write over here system.out.println text index of Facebook. Right. Alright, let's run this. So it will log you in the application and wait for some time. See, the index from the mail from Facebook has opened and the second mail from the Facebook has opened. Look, what it did was, it was quite fast. Fine. It actually, when it encountered the first Facebook, okay, it opened the first mail from Facebook, then it opened the second mail from Facebook. This is the second mail from Facebook. Okay, you see that? This was the first mail. See, it's not black in color now, it's been opened. And after that, it continued with the loop and opened the second mail as well. Right? So what I will have to do is, after opening this, I'll have to write break over here. That is, come out of the for loop after opening the first mail. Because there were two mails in my inbox. The first one was this one, and the second one was this one. Okay, this is the older window I have opened. That's why it's coming in darker shade. If I refresh this, this will come back to the normal shade. So it opened the first mail. After that, it opened the second mail. Now, what will happen with the break statement is that it will open the first mail and it will break out of this for loop. Okay, so when you run this now, this is a very simple exercise, right? Simple and straight. So rediff will open. So you can modify it to something like, if you want to open the first unread mail, then what will you do? Something like that. So let's see. Right, so it's opened the first Facebook email. Now it's exited the for loop.
Ashish, a quick question.